Hello, everyone, and welcome to round 6 of the TFH Hire Legend Car E Series. We are here at the Bender Motorsport Park, one of the most known tracks in Australia as to date so far, but a fan favourite on the calendar. 21 people racing in tonight's race. Got some new people in here, especially William Devnish, who is from a different league called ASR, which he reuses the Automobilistic game. He runs in the supercars there. Also, we have, just looking on here, waiting for it, Matty Parker. I think he's a known racer. I think a lot of people know him. Raced overseas in America and in Thailand. And also Matt Hewitt. Haven't heard anything from him yet, except for Joseph Parkinson, who's actually back now, and Ty Seville, but Joseph Parkinson, one of his mates, Matt Hewitt, he is. But let's quickly get the race info up here. We are here at the Bend West. We used this for the Aussie titles. Last season, we actually used the international layout, but we're here using the West Circuit as they used it in real life. 19 degrees track temp, 68% humidity. It's a cloudy day here in the Bend. 7 km/h winds. It is a 3.36 km long track. The temperature, I think, no, that doesn't say track temp, but here in Tailem Bend, hopefully it provides some great racing today. Joined in the commentary box with me as well for tonight's racing is Josh Cody. Josh, welcome back once again. You're on your phone for the last round at the Nürburgring since you were at, I believe it was Manning Valley.
Manning Valley.
Yes. As you know, got bit by a snake there you were talking about. And,
Yeah.
well,
And
looking at
mosquitoes.
and
Comically large mosquitoes.
comically large mosquitoes. Looking at the results right now, look at the pace this top three is showing. Chase Tippett as well. Forgot to mention, he is back running the TFH livery as you can see on the screen. He's in second place, only 1.5 tenths off Luke Newing. Luke Newing, a strong racer in these legend cars. But what are you looking forward to tonight's racing? As we've got a lot of people on the field. Some chats about the driving standards from last round, hopefully to fix it up for this round. But what are your expectations heading into here?
I think it's going to be a lot less dirty. Be a lot less takeouts at the start, probably. Let's see how Lasha goes through. I think it's going to be pretty slippy heavy because it's such a long straight. But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't really know this track, to be honest. I just know that it sucks for photos.
yeah. So very slippy heavy here. A lot of long straights, especially out of the last corner down the main straight, and also this straight that we're heading onto now, which is a flat out left kink that comes up where James and Chase are going right now. But Ollie Stevens, where is he? Sixth place. This is his home track. This is the closest track to him. So hopefully, well, including Adelaide Street Circuit, but permanent racetrack, the Bend. Hopefully, he can pull some pace out of the behind tonight and maybe put it on the podium once again here at his home permanent race. Yeah, a lot of new people. 21 drivers on the grid. Really good. It fills up the whole leaderboard on the left. So luckily we don't have 22, which I would have to have two screens, or not two screens, but two ways to show the leaderboard, which would just go back and forth. James Brett, he's showing some pace once again. He wasn't that quick there at the Nürburgring. He had a couple incidents as we see him and Chase Tippett. Oh, look at that. Samuel Middleditch cleans them up as practice is going to end in 40 seconds. But yeah, James Brett showing some pace here. Cutting back to our championship leader, Fraser Clegg, down the main straight. Has Riley Skinner behind him, but Fraser Clegg in fourth, nearly 4 tenths off the pace. Well, it looks like Samuel was going to do something there. But yeah, Luke knowing as we've cut to him in the black and yellow machine, he's got some pace in that legend car. Ryan Taborski, he's finally made it. He's in 11th place so far in the number 6-7. Will Devnish down in 16th. I reckon he is going to have some more pace to show. He is pretty quick on the sim when it comes to racing. Daniel Cox in 10th in a new livery. He's not on the track now, but we can show it in quali. But it is a beautiful looking livery. We won't spoil it just yet. We'll wait till they get on the track for qualifying, which it should start pretty soon. As the timer has ended, here we go. Heading into qualifying now. So Josh, 21 drivers on the grid.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're going to see some great racing. Hopefully, we're going to see a very close top 10, maybe even. The Bend, everyone's going to be trying to get that slipstream in quali, so I really slipstream could actually get you half a second. But yeah, what is your expectations? Who do you reckon is going to get the pole position?
Um,
Ooh, actually,
Not Chris Nolan, since he has a quali ban, or whoever has a quali ban, according to Luca.
give me a second because he hasn't raced in a while. So let me quickly check that for you.
You should give him a quali ban. I think he has to serve
Sorry,
his
everyone.
quali ban. As you can see, the beautiful Tim Tam livery in the back.
we'll get that. We'll get to that in a second. I just got to quickly have a look at my
Okay, you can't see
verdicts.
the Tim Tam livery in the back.
Yes, he actually does. Thanks, Luca, for telling me. Yeah, Chris Nolan, I'm sorry, bud, but you do have a quali ban, so if you can just pull over safely, please, and just wait out this quali session because you haven't served it back from round
He got
3 where you
butted,
stopped.
guys. Guys, he got butted. It's crazy.
So, Chris Nolan, just have to make sure that he does have a quali ban. But yeah, we got to head. I don't know who's first place on the track right now. I just have to quickly find him. Because I really want to get an onboard lap of who it is. Chase Tippett's there. James Brett behind. I believe it actually might be Chase Tippett. No, on the verdicts it did say quali ban. But Chase Tippett comes across the line. Let's go for an onboard lap here in the TFH car, who actually sponsors this series. So let's go hush hush and let's watch this lap by Chase Tippett with James Brett in the background. So Chase Tippett coming out of the last corner. What will the lap time be? I have to bring the whole leaderboard up now. I'm sorry that it cuts off some of the people. But yeah, well, actually, he doesn't get a lap in there. Elijah actually comes across the line. It's a 31.2 and then a 32.5 for Luca. So the times are going to start rolling in a second as Luke Newing is coming across the line right now. I have to quickly cut to him. I can't even find him on my live timing. But he's got a green, purple, purple, and he comes across the line. That is a 31 flat. I believe we're in the 30.4s in a practice, and that was set by Luke Newing as everyone's starting to cross the line now in the background. Will Devnish goes up to P5 with a 32 flat. Then Daniel Cox with a 31.7. And here we go. Now we can see the beautiful livery on the track. Josh Cody mentioned it last round. He mentioned the double coat livery, but it's going to be the... I can't remember which Tim Tam flavor it was. What was it, Josh, if you could confirm for me?
I don't know.
No,
It's
okay.
just Tim Tam.
Yeah,
It's got Jim in it though. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's got
yeah, I think
Jim in
it's
it.
called like
That's why
Vol.
it's
I think it's
pink.
called like Volve or something. I can't remember. But yeah,
Wait, I'm checking.
yes,
Checking.
we need to
Gotta get
quickly
this right.
confirm this as Luca is actually on a purple lap right now. This is actually insane stuff that we're seeing already. Luca showing some strong
Iced
pace.
Vovo. Iced Vovo it is.
Yes, iced Volvo. There we go. In the
No, Vovo.
Volvo.
VOVO.
Yes, iced
Yep.
Volvo. There we go. Thought it was Volvo. But yeah, iced Volvo. Beautiful pink livery. Stands out like dog's balls on the track. But Luca, he's actually on a great lap here. I can't even find him. I just realised as well, Ethan Johnson, he makes a grand appearance once again. That's 22 drivers on the grid now. So now he's not going to fit on my leaderboard. So sorry, whoever's in 22nd, you're not showing up on the leaderboard. But Luca Padavis, he comes across the line. What will it be? He pulls over to the left. It's a 30.6. Ryan Zaborski, look at all of them trying to get toe. Everyone wants that toe. Ryan Zaborski even trying to get it, but they're all pulling over on the right. As well, Matty Parker, he's got Sir in his name. We've got to start calling him Sir Matty Parker.
Yes.
Yes, okay. But yeah,
Can
Luke.
someone donate me a heater? It's really cold.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, Luca Padavi's on the pole position of 30.6. A great lap. Fraser Clegg down seven. Riley Skinner, he goes to second place. Him and Fraser are going to be giving each other tow trains down these straights. As Samuel Middleditch comes out of the pit lane, we've got just under 5 minutes to go in quali. I don't know why it doesn't show up on the timing with the NASCAR overlay, but 14 people have completed lap times. Still got another 8 people to go. But yeah, Ryan Zaborski's on a green lap here. He's got a whole train behind him, heading through the little S section, heading into the last couple of corners. I don't have a track map printed out. I only have the international layout, so I can't even remember what corner is which. But yeah, heading into the last two corners. Look at the FTA boys behind. There's three FTA boys on the track. It's Luca, George, and Elijah. So Nick and Max and James not being able to make it. But through the last corner, Ryan Taborski comes. A beautiful Skittles livery onto the main straight. What can his lap time be? As Elijah actually has a purple lap time behind. Down the main straight, what are the lap times going to be? Chase Tippett, can he finally get a lap time on the board? James Brett actually goes to third place. Chase Tippett's in sixth. Elijah, where is he? He's still down in 10th. But look at the slipstream train down this main straight with everyone. Luke Newing comes across the line. Can he improve on his lap time? No, he cannot. 4 tenths off, but he doesn't have a toe like everyone else does, so it's not that bad. Will Devonish comes across the line. Can he improve on the time that he has before? Yes, he can. It's a 31.8, but it doesn't get him anywhere higher. And Sir Matty Parker, where is he? Down at turn one. Having a look through the field, just seeing who else has got laps. Ethan Johnson is on a lap right now, heading to him out of the second last corner. Raced here IRL as well. So got plenty of experience here as well, competing in the Legend Cars Australia, TFHI Legend Cars Australia Championship as he runs very wide at that last corner. And this will be not good because he will get an off track and that won't count towards his lap time. So this is his lap if he wants to put a time on the board, as only 15 people are on the board. Joseph Parkinson hasn't gone out, as well as Ty Seville and Matt Hewitt. Maybe they're doing a last to first challenge. Don't know. James Brett going to the inside now of Ryan Taborski. Try get back under the braking onto the left. He's on a green but a yellow. Out of the last corner. Oh no, not last corner, second last corner. Another beautiful camera shot into the last corner. James Brett IRL livery on a coupe though. He runs a wagon IRL, but he's running a coupe as there's no wagon in iRacing. Out of the last corner, down the main straight with the wall cam. What will it be? Can he improve? It's a 30.8. Doesn't go anywhere better, but it's still an improvement on the lap time. As now we've got 16 people doing the lap times, and James Brett pulling to the inside. This will be his last lap. Hopefully using the slipstream to good advantage. Luke Newing puts it up into P3, not having any toes into P3. I've just got to say as well, Fraser Clegg down in 9th place, but he's on a personal best right now. Can he put it better than 9th place? As right now Riley Skinner behind him is in second. Where can he put the number one machine, Fraser Clegg? It should be somewhere better than 9th. Oh, well, it's actually to the top by 3 tenths, utilising the toe with Riley Skinner to your full effect. But James Brett is on a green lap here. He got the toe down the main straight. Ryan Taborski, though, using the double toe, is on a purple lap. Hopefully he can keep that going and maybe snag a pole position. But Fraser Clegg is on the pole by 3 tenths so far. Very close. Not very close in quality, but it's just interesting to see the tactics that everyone plays. And James Brett, what will it be for the second sector? As you can see at the bottom of your screen, waiting for it to be, will it be another green for James Brett? Will it be a yellow? It's a green for Chase, but a yellow for Ryan. Ryan needs to put everything he can into these last two corners and use that toe down the main straight if he wants to get pole position, as the checkered flag is going to come out in 30 seconds, so this is their last lap. Heading through the last corner, James, can he improve on the time he already has right now? Ryan Taborski using all the track on the last corner. What is it going to be for James? What is it going to be for Ryan? Can it be pole for Ryan? Or will it be second? It's second by 8/100ths of a second. So far, Ollie Stevens in 10th. Can he improve? He improves to 9th. But very close between the top, and I believe that's it. Luke Newing improves again. He goes to P5. And Matty Parker looking for the last corner. He has Will Devonish behind him, but he pulls over to the right. Probably not trying to give them toe. And that is quality done. It's Fraser Clegg on the pole position once again. That's 2 poles in a row. So, oh, actually, no, that's 3 poles in a row. The pole from the oval, the pole from the Nürburgring, and now the pole here at the men. 3 poles in a row for Fraser Clegg. So, your grid for today's race. Gotta quickly get it up. Here we go. Fraser Clegg on the pole position. Ryan Taborski in second place. Only 8/100ths off though, so it's very close between them. And James Brett will line up in third position. Luca Padovese in fourth. A great qualifying effort from him. Luke Newing in fifth. Riley Skinner in sixth. Chase Tippett. Oh my God. Riley Skinner in sixth. Chase Tippett in seventh. Elijah Whitfield in eighth. The American doing really well. I don't know what time it is for him. What time is it for him again, Josh? In the morning?
I think it's like 4 a.m. I'm not too sure.
4 a.m. doing well to put it in eighth place. Ollie Stevens, hometown hero, in ninth place. JJ Hamilton in 10th. George Miles in 11th. Brooke Wilson in 12th. We'll go through the rest of the grid as well. Uh-oh. There we go. That's the right one. So Will
You
Devnish.
see, sorry to cut you off there. We have a different super evil Elisha this round. We have we've replaced him. Well, he's been replaced with super sleepy Elisha
Super
today.
sleepy Elijah, yes.
Yeah,
But yeah,
he's particularly sleepy.
go through the rest of the group. Will Devnish and Daniel Cox line up 13th and 14th. Then it goes Ryan Bunt, Maddie Parker, Joseph Parkinson, Ty Seville, Samuel Middleditch, Chris Nolan with that quality man, Matt Hewitt, and Ethan Johnson in 22nd. Rounds out the 22 car field here today. So I'm looking for some good racing today between everyone. We're waiting for Fraser Clegg to grid. He's going to grid with the last second, trying to be nonchalant, the Kiwi, but everyone probably just want to get this race underway. There he is, finally on the grid. Took him long enough, as he takes long in his interviews too. But there is the lights at the top of your screen, but we have a rolling start, so we'll have to wait one whole roll around a lap as the safety car peels off. I'm going to quickly get a full bottle of water. Josh, what is your expectations for the race coming up as we have a 22 car field?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think it's just going to be a really long formation lap. But other than that, yeah, it'll be a mega slippy fest. Will be some fun racing. There'll be some crazy sends in turn one. But yeah, that's all I got for you.
Well, I'm back now. Apparently there was already a crash. It says Chris Nolan crashed.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, so I'll quickly have a look at what happened there. We're heading into turn one behind Joseph Parkinson. What does he do here?
Wait.
Oh, he spun it on the formation lap. Oh no. Chris Nolan, bloody hell. So, we're only heading in it to the hairpin now. Everyone warming up the tyres. So, it's still that long formation lap. Let's quickly get a blimp view here. Looking at all the legend cars here for today's racing. I reckon we'll have the blimp view for the start here, and then we'll switch to the TV cameras just to shake it up a little bit. Watch all the legend cars come barreling down into turn one. We'll wait for that in a second. Give it like a drone shot. Right, everyone warming up the tyres. We are ready for Heat 1 of Round 6 of the TFHI Legend Car Australia E-Series. And here at the Bend Motorsport Park, the West Circuit, everyone getting into formation now. And we will be going on that green flag. Josh, I reckon we're in for a belter here today. Look at that beautiful Tim Tan livery in the background. We are going to have some great racing. We'll get the blimp shot to watch every legend car come down this main straight. The safety car will peel off. We'll be waiting for that green flag. Waiting. It should go green in a second. There's the green flag, and we are racing. And look at the background there. It looks like Chase trying to get a nice start there. Actually, we might go back to the TV camera here. But look at this. Oh, we got to get 4 wide, maybe 5 wide. Only 3 wide so far. Look at the dust trying to defend to the inside. We might go 4 wide. Into T1 we go. Who's going to be on the receiving end for any crashes? I see Ollie Stevens has been involved in a crash, but
Elijah!
It's Sleepy Elijah who has gone wide. I see a couple cars spinning in the background. If they can just keep on going, I think they do. But I see Riley Skinner has taken Luca with them. It is not a great start for the FTA boys.
Oh,
It is not a great start, but they all keep it going. That's not a great start for the FTA boys. As I believe George Mars is actually up 6 positions. Will Devenish is up 7. Look at the background, Ryan Bunt. He's trying to save it under the braking. Elijah
oh,
just clips him, and they're spinning under the braking into the hairpin.
no,
They keep it
no.
on going. Oh my goodness, Fraser Clayton's got a gap. James Brett in second now. Luke Newing in third. Jay Stippen in fourth. Oh my goodness, what an eventful start already
George making
at the band.
a little bit of a mistake in paying for it here.
Yes, George, but he's actually up a lot of positions. Looking at the inside there, will Brooke Wilson go for the move? No, he cannot. Will Devenish up 6 positions in his first Legend Car E-Series race. A little bit there. Looking in the background, Ollie Stevens was also involved in that crash, but he's only in 12th spot, so he hasn't lost too much places in that. Only went down 3 spots, but yes, down the main straight. This is where the toe game is going to be enforced. Look at the inside move there from Riley Skinner in the background on Matty Parker. Down the main straight. Into the first corner, Luke Newing. Oh no, there's a crash down the main straight! Oh my
No,
goodness! And that's Chris Nolan who gets involved in that.
Ryan almost barely getting through there. That was
And
close.
Ollie
That was a
goes.
close one for Ryan.
Ollie Stevens goes straight up the inside. He's taking Chris
And
Nolan
Chris
with him.
Nolan just turned straight in on him.
Oh my goodness. Eventful stuff on the opening laps. And they're heading down into the hairpin. Will James Brett look for a move on Fraser Clegg? No, he will not. Luke Newing, look at Will Devenish down the inside into the hairpin. This is for 5th spot. Can he get it done? He actually makes a double move, I actually believe on that. Yes, he does. Oh, he spun it!
No!
Will Devenish, oh, he's tagged someone with him!
No!
I'm going to call a safety car for that one. That is definitely a safety car. Holy, safety car deployed, safety car deployed. Slow down to a good pace. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Owly.
No, okay,
I don't
stop,
know
stop,
if
stop.
that was my fault.
Stop
Sorry.
bullying. Stop bullying, stop bullying.
No, I'm not bullying.
Yeah.
It comes from the heart. Elisha's like my best friend. See?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Best safety car coming out of the pit lane. Everyone's going to be repairing their damages, but oh my goodness. Let's have a look at what has gone on this start when they catch the safety car. Let's have a quick look at what has gone on. Having a look at these incidents. So, going very wide down T1. Did Elijah get tagged by anyone? Heading down to the braking. Look at Ollie! Right down the inside, but Ollie goes barreling under the brakes, and that causes only a first car pileup. But then looking in the distance, a lot of cars got involved in that. Just first lap actions. Ollie Stevens cutting the grass to avoid anything else. And then Ryan Bunt, Ryan Zaborski getting caught up in that. Heading into Chris Nolan's crash, which was on the main straight. They're having a look. There's also another spin on the main straight. Ollie Stevens is in the wall. Look in the background. I believe there actually was another one. No, there wasn't. Oh, never mind. There was. I see that in the background. That's one I've actually missed out on. That's insane. And then Will Devenish also had his little incident. Skipping forward down into here. He made a beautiful double move down the inside. And then I think he just lit up the rears on the exit, unless he got tagged. No, he did get tagged by George Miles. And then that causes a bit of a shunt there. Oh my goodness. I don't know who that was. I believe the 199 of Matty Parker. But stranded in the middle of the track was Will Devenish. So a lot to uncover as we head through the last corner. Now we will get this safety car in as soon as I can. as Joseph Parkinson is going to the pit lane. A lot of people probably going in to repair the damage with the one fast repair. So a lot of people coming
There's
into
a
the pit
singing
lane.
competition going on here.
Yeah, I believe so. I did hear someone just say, "Can you sing us your favorite song?"
I think that was Riley.
Oh, Daniel Cox wasn't the one that went into the pits. It was actually Ryan Bunt, Tyson in there. But I think they're actually changing tyres. They're probably going to get out in a second, hopefully. Changing the rears as well.
The amount of times I've crossed
And
this
here,
pit lane.
they're coming out now as they're heading into the next part of the track.
Getting PTSD from this track.
Waiting for everyone to come out of the pits. And Will Devnish gets a couple spots there. Chris Nolan. No, that's not Chris Nolan. That's Ty Seville. Chris Nolan's in the background coming out. Hoping everyone gets to the back of this train. They should be able to. Safety cars going at a slow enough pace. Yes, I'm just checking if everyone will make it in time, but I believe they will, so I will call the safety car and I'll put the command in the chat. The only person that's going to miss out is probably Samuel Middleditch, which he is far back. Well, the safety car is coming in this lap. Fraser, if you can slow it down to a nice pace, I'll let you know when the safety car hits the pit lane, and then you can go full pedal to metal.
Ooh, that was tough.
Yeah. Hydration break. Hey, don't worry. In the next 5 minutes, we'll take a hydration break, so make sure everyone pulls over to the side for that. No, you have to wait. Oh, Fraser, I'll let you know when that safety car hits the pit lane. So, waiting for the pace car to hit the pit lane. I can't even find it. So, Fraser Clegg, you are good to go whenever you are ready. And Fraser Clegg, he's already gone. So onto the main straight we go once again. It's the second restart. Green flag running. And we are racing. Make sure no one overtakes before the control line. So hopefully no one has done that. But down the main straight, Riley Skinner's on the grass. Trying to make a grass move on George Miles. He's going to follow Chase Tippett. Going pretty wide in the background there. Heading down into T1. It's 4 wide nearly into the first corner. I believe Chase Tippett's still got Riley on the inside. It's 3 wide. Daniel Cox, Ryan Zaborski.
Bit of
Ryan has to
bumping.
go very wide, but they've all made it through cleanly, which I'm very happy about. Ethan Johnson, though, in the background, running very wide. And Luke Newing's actually been spun. And that might be, I don't know who's tagged in there, but it might have been Fraser Clegg. Gets over the radio, but James Brett in this, down into into the hairpin, and Chase Tippett down the inside, a little bit of a locking up from the background. There's someone in the background as well. JJ looks to be crashed with, I don't know who it was, Ethan Johnson. I'll have to look back at that in a second. But everyone trying to make it through. George Miles overtaken by Ryan Zaborski now. Daniel Cox up in the 7th spot. Where's Ollie Stevens and all this? Trying to look for his name. He's 10th place, so not doing too bad. Making a nice little recovery drive. Now heading back to the leaders, James Brett in 2nd place. Started from 3rd, he's in 2nd. Chase Tippett is also in this battle. Heading through the 2nd last corner now. 2 FTA boys in the top 10. Actually, I think they're all in the top 10. Oh, Ryan Bunt runs really wide on that 2nd last corner. And onto the main straight. Ryan Zaborski is extremely wide. That will get an off track there. Got a 21-point limit. And George Miles, maybe giving a bubble. Will he go to the inside? He's actually going to go to the inside. James Brett trying to bump Fraser Clegg, but Riley Skinner trying to bump Chase Tippett. They want to get away, but I don't think anything's going to happen. As I see in the background, Will Devnish has made contact with, I believe that was Chris Nolan. They keep it on nice and running. 6 laps to go. But Whitfield now up into 8th spot, past Daniel Cox. They're side by side in the background. Through the fast left-hander, heading down to the turn number 6. Will James look for a move? Because Chase Tippett is here in the battle. Riley Skinner too. Riley Skinner has made up 2 spots. I thought he started a little bit further back. He started from 6th on the grid. Still pretty good there. I see Ollie Stevens making a move. No, he wasn't actually. He's just right on the back of the Tim Tams livery of Daniel Cox. Daniel Cox runs extremely wide and compromises his run. Can Ollie make a switchback? No, he cannot. Heading back to the front, Fraser gets a little bit of a gap. James Brett still holding in that second spot. Chase Tippett in a third. Josh Codes, what's your thoughts on these opening laps and the safety car that we've had? Oh, I believe Josh isn't actually here, so it is.
Sorry, I
Oh,
was
no, there we go.
muted. I was talking that whole time, but I
Oh,
was muted.
well, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, those first opening laps are like really interesting, and yeah, the racing was good. The incidents pretty good.
Oh,
Well,
no.
not good, but like yeah.
Gotta be careful there. Brooke Wilson comes out of the pit lane. Sorry to cut you off there. A lapped car. Hopefully gets out of the way for everyone else. Hopefully he doesn't try to
Yeah, don't be
fight
sorry,
this.
be better.
Oh, well.
Don't be sorry, be better. The three FTA boys,
I'll just quickly let
they've
Brooke
made a
know.
pretty good drive back.
Brooke, please be careful if you are letting people through since you are lapped.
Ooh,
Oh, well, Razor Clegg
tense.
in the lead. Parkinson, I believe there's actually been a bit of a shun. Ollie Stevens into the hairpin. I've
No,
come back
the
to it.
Tim Tim livery
And
and Ollie Stevens
the
photography.
Tim Tams livery is around. What has happened there?
This is a travesty.
A travesty. Brooke Wilson on the apex, heading down. Joseph Parkinson looking up the rears a little bit. A little bit of a spin into that hairpin. Daniel Cox, I think, just gets tagged in the middle of it. That is not good for the Tim Tams livery. Holy crap, my nose is dying. But Ollie Stevens and Luke Knowing battling it out. Samuel Middleditch has actually had a bit of a crash. Oh no, he's doing some doughies! He needs to get it spun back around. Yes, he does, and he continues going. Back to the front. Fraser Clegg. He's got James Brett still in that slipstream. Riley Skinner, I've just realised too, he's actually in third place. He's bumped. Look at the bump draft action. That is working perfectly. They've gained 4 tenths in that main straight. And look at the FTA boys, all in the train, going to be trying to work together to try catch up to this train. Could be a close finish. We could see 4 laps to go. Fraser Clegg in that lead. Ollie Stevens battling with Luke Newing. And Chase Tippett's actually gone down the field. Chase Tippett, he's actually spun around. So I believe there's a bit of an incident there. Let's go back and have a look. Have a quick look at. Fraser Clegg still holding the lead of this race. Still got James. James and Riley still trying to catch up through the last corner. James and Riley down the main straight. Down the main straight. James Brett, will he look for a move? Hopefully he does. I want to see some battling here with 3 laps to go. No, they're just back out of it. And looking in the background, Joseph Parkinson battling with Chase Tippett now after the little bit of a bingle he had, spinning it on his own, tag in the rear. And I believe that's actually the number 12. Number 12? Who was number 12? That is actually Matt Hewitt. So Matt Hewitt from the back of the grid, as well as Joseph Parkinson, making their way through the field. I believe there's actually been a spin up ahead. No, there hasn't. Just a bit of smoke. Probably someone from locking up. Back to this little battle train. Matt Hewitt, though, doing well to go back through the field after not doing qualifying. Luke Doing, though, has had a shocker in this race so far. He hasn't had that much luck in these series so far, but hopefully he can turn it around in the next race because it is the top 10 reverse. So right now, wherever they're finishing, it will be Matt Hewitt who start on the pole position. But Luca and Ryan. Luca is on for his first podium for once, finally, in the series. Will he spin it again or will he keep it? It's going to be close between him and Ryan. But the front leaders, James Brett, has actually pulled away. Where's Riley Skinner? What did you get it for? I'm just asking, where did you get it for?
Ooh.
Yeah, I just want to know where you got it from, though, Ollie. Just tell me, please.
I have to add cherry on top.
Oh, he didn't tell me, so he doesn't let me know then. It's fine. So we'll just go back to the leaders. I just want to know what happened with Riley Skinner. So he had a bit of a bingle. So through at the first couple of corners. Oh, he's tagged the back of James Brett. This is the carbon copy of what happened at the Nürburgring. Doesn't rejoin in that anyone. But now it's only Fraser, Clegg, and James Brett who are going to be battling it for the lead. And we're going to be heading on to the last lap soon. And Ryan Taborski's pulled a little gap that all the FTA boys just trying to probably work together to try and get one of them a podium at least. But hopefully they can. Into the last two corners. Fraser, Clegg, and James Brett going to have a great battle here, hopefully. Will James Brett look for the move down the main straight? Or will he wait for another corner? 3/10 is the gap through the last corner. Who is going to win this race here at Heat 1 down the main straight? James Brett, white flag in the air. Where will James look for the move? Down the main straight, pulls to the inside. But there's the move that we've been looking for. And James Brett down the main straight. Fraser Clegg trying to go to the outside. Look in the background. Ethan Johnson is spinning in the background. Hopefully he doesn't get in the way of anyone. He keeps it going though. I don't know how he's ended up there. I think he might have just spun out on the exit, but I cut back to lead, and Fraser Clegg's down the inside. Ryan Zaborski's battling it out with Luca. Luca is on for his first podium, hoping to get a win here. James Brett is back on the inside of Fraser Clegg, and now James is back to the lead. James hasn't got a win this season yet. He hasn't had a win. I don't think he's actually ever had a win. I just can't remember. But down the inside, Fraser Clegg on James Brett. Anything going to happen here? No. James, will he try hold it around the outside? No, he'll win. He'll wait till that main straight. Ryan Taborski, he's got an FTA train behind him. And Elijah losing some spots there. George Miles looking for a move too. He's on for his first podium. Him and Elijah have made a little bit of contact. Luca's looking to the inside. James Brett, can he get a run on Fraser Clegg? But Ryan Taborski's got Luca on the inside. Luca on for the first podium. Can he finally get it? He's battling it out with Ryan Taborski heading down into the second last corner. These two side by side. Can Luca hold it right around the outside? Can George get in on this? Riley
Ooh.
Skinner's in on it. Fraser Clegg is going to win the race, but I have to keep my eyes on this. Ryan's to the inside. Fraser Clegg wins. No, it's going to be Ryan who gets a podium. Luca was so close, but he'll finish in fourth place. Great effort there. But yeah, Fraser Clegg wins Heat 1. They had a massive crash down the match. They had a massive crash down the main straight, but it was an intense battle and really good racing between them. That was insane. I have to clip that. I have to look at that after the race. That is really funny of what Luke had done. But
Look,
holy,
if anyone deserves a podium in this series, to be honest, it has to be Luca has to be in the call there for one of the most deserving. He's done, I think last season he did up to 600 laps in the legend car just to get real fast in it, and you can see it's definitely paying off. He's almost at the front, or he's almost at the podium now. So some bit of luck, and he can maybe get to
um,
the front, or maybe he can be a stupid French.
I think we're looking at something here.
What?
Hmm.
Uh,
I'll have to look.
ooh,
I'm gonna look at that.
oh.
I think that might be something for Ethan Johnson. I'll give him one more chance, but if I see something in that race, he'll get an instant disqualification. But yeah, in this warm up now, we finally have a break. Quickly just hide this, make it shorter. We have reverse top 10 now. Sorry for a little bit of yelling in that stream with over the radio.
Do not be sorry. Be better.
Okay.
Guys, that is trademark Josh Cody. Please do not use unless you say trademark by Josh Cody at the end. But yeah, use carefully.
Yeah. All I wanted to know was why Ollie got that black. He didn't tell me. So, if it was for a dumb, stupid reason, I could have cleared it, but it just depends
The
on
dumb
what it
silly
was
Billy
for.
reason.
Dumb, silly, Billy reason. But yeah, warm up going on right now. Crowd is still cheering. I don't know why. But let's head to George Mars, who's actually the only one on the track. So I'm going to quickly have a break. I'll come
See,
back.
George is sorry to cut you off again there, Aiden. George
Don't
is
be sorry, be
farming
better.
safety rating right now. Shut up. That is my line. George is actually farming safety rating right now. So he's really trying to get to A grade here. He's been working hard all week. He's been grinding Tsukuba Legend cars and has done a little bit of frick all. So he's really grinding for that safety rating tonight.
Okay, well,
But yeah,
I'm going to have my break, but I will be back. If Josh Cody is still here, he can give you some entertainment.
I don't know. Mm.
Crap, when I got back, my race info just came up. So, reverse top 10 for the second race. So, very quickly grab the grid up. Okay, can we actually just stop now, please? Reports are there for a reason. Just stop. Stop using not slurs, but swear words and everything, please. Literally said this in driver's briefing. But we'll quickly go through the grid as it is the top 10 reverse race. And as you can see, it is Chase Tippett who is on the pole position, finished in 10th, starts in first. Matt Hewitt will start in second. Joseph Parkinson in third. Riley Skinner in fourth. Elijah Whitfield in fifth. George Miles in sixth. Luca Padavies in seventh. Ryan Zaborski in eighth. James Brett in ninth. And race winner Fraser Clegg will start in 10th spot. But the slipstream may be able to bring him back. That just depends on what the hell, what the other, everyone on the grid will be doing. And looking back for the rest of the grid, Luke Newing and Daniel Cox 11th and 12th. Daniel Cox doing great to have a little bit of a recovery drive back in that one. Go through the rest of the grid. It would be Will Devnish, Ollie Stevens, Ethan Johnson, Samuel Middleditch, Ryan Bunt, Matty Parker, Brooke Wilson, JJ Hamilton, Chris Nolan, and Ty Seville will be off the back of the grid. Yeah, second race, the feature race underway for another long roll around lap here at the bend. Ollie Stevens going really insanely wide to warm up those tyres in the background. But yeah, Chase Tippett on the pole position.
Up on a pole position.
Pole position.
Pole position.
Pole position. Just got to wait now for the long formation lap, and then we can get racing once again. Fraser Clegg looking to go 2 for 2 once again. He went 2 for 2 at the Nürburgring. Can he go 2 for 2 here? So we'll just have to wait. and see. So right now, looking at Fraser Clegg's stats, he has won 5 races in a row so far. So he won at Winton in the feature, then won USA and won the Nürburgring. That's 5 race wins in a row. Can someone stop him here today? Josh Benaud, though, not here. He's going to use a drop round, though. Ryan Taborski, hopefully to try and make it through the field once again and get into the race winning position. Luca looking for his first podium. He got 4th at the Nürburgring and is hoping he's got 4th here at Heat 1, hoping for maybe a podium, but he just has to wait and see and buy his time and maybe get that podium position that he is craving for. But we are going to go green flag running in a second, as the safety car will peel into the pit lane and Chase will go on that green flag. George leaving a bit of a big gap up ahead. Hopefully he closes that up. Chase Tippett right on the rear of the pace car through the last couple of corners before we get racing once again. Through the last corner, Chase Tippett will have to go on that green flag. And we are waiting. Safety car peels off. Grab the leaderboard up because green flag running is about to happen. It is green flag running and we are racing here at the bend for the feature race, round 6. Down the main straight, Chase Tippett looks to already have a nice little lead as he again bump drafted. Elijah's going to make it 2 wide, maybe 3 wide. Riley Skinner makes 3 wide on the outside. Look at this, heading down to the T1. Elijah's actually to the front, into the first corner. Elijah takes the lead. The American is to the front, looking further back in the field as James Brett has been involved in a bit of a crash. Looking further back, has anything happened? There's a big shunt there. There's a big shunt from a yellow out. Safety cars deployed. Please slow down at a good pace. And that is a bit of a shunt already on the opening lap. A lot of people probably getting damaged from that, so hopefully they'll come in, especially Matty Parker, who will be repairing the damage. But Elijah Whitfield up 4 spots into the lead. The American in the lead, looking for a win. Oh. I think it gives you an end of line when going into the pit lane to repair damage, if it's closed. George Miles runs wide in the background there. I don't know why he's run that wide. But Elijah in the lead as the safety car peels out of the pit lane. Looking back further in the pack, Ethan Johnson up 11, 7. JJ Hamilton up 11, Chris Nolan up 11. Everyone getting those tires warm now. Look at Ryan's car actually in the background. Just realised, look at his car. Why is he keeping it? Why is he keeping it out on the track? I don't know even why. Ryan Taborski's grabbing this car. He hasn't pitted in. Look at the car. Down the main straight. Look at him compared to everyone else. This is absurd. Look at him into the car. Oh no, he's nearly spun it. Oh my god, Ryan Taborski.
Seems he's doing the new WRC.
Ryan, you would have only got an end of line if you went into the pit. It looks pretty funny that it's crabbing. Oh my god. At least he probably would have had the damage fixed. But I guess that's how he wants to do it. Thank you. That was me.
Yeah, so talking about liveries made by Aiden. Aiden, when are you going to make me a Formula Ford livery?
So next question. Ryan Taborski. Look at this car. I reckon it stands out from the rest. I reckon he's got different springs in that car. I think he's trying to get a competitive...
Is it illegal dampers?
It won't be this lap because I can't put the command in. I have to wait for the safety car to cross the line one time. Ryan Taborski trying to go to the inside. What is he doing here? Inside of Ollie Stevens, trying to make a move. Under safety car. But yeah, Ryan Taborski, just looking at his car, different springs. I don't think they're illegal. Might turn one way better than the other, but now he's actually going to come into the pit lane and fix that damage. Here he goes. Crap. Okay, I thought he wasn't going into the pit lane. It looked like he wasn't. But look at everyone coming into the pit lane now. They'll get that damage repaired and we will
Holy
go racing.
shiz.
Make sure you untick tires if you don't want tires. No.
Flop.
Ryan Zaborski getting that damage fixed. Yay, Ryan, your car's normal now. So Ryan Zaborski coming back onto the pit lane with a non-broken car. Look at that thing. Doesn't have the crabbing anymore. The mechanics changing that car as quickly as they can for everyone in the background. And the safety car will definitely be coming in this lap. Quickly restart
Actually, no
single file.
mechanics because it's a video game. But
Okay, well, trying to liven up the mood here. You didn't have to ruin it, Josh. Bloody hell.
I'm sorry.
Be
I'm
sorry, be
guys.
better.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
oh.
let's focus on the race now. So I'll get that command in the chat ready. Oh, look at how fast I'll be typing on this. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting in the chat right now. So yep, safety car is coming in this lap. Elijah, I will let you know when you are good to go. And when the safety car hits the pit lane, you go whenever you want. So Elijah.
Oh,
Okay, no, no more. Let's focus on this race start. I'll quickly watch the pace car come into the pit lane, so we can know when Elijah can go. The safety car takes forever to get to the pit lane. Elijah,
Seems
you can
super
go
slow.
whenever you want. And Elijah will go now. As soon as he comes out of the last corner, already defending. 12 laps to go. It's green flag running, and Elijah is looking for a race win, as well as Riley Skinner and Luca. But Luke is already under pressure, trying to defend. Look at Luke Newing. He's back in the fray once again, up 6 spots, starting from 11th down into the first corner. Is there going to be any incidents? Riley Skinner looking for a move. I think I've heard a little bit of a contact, but I think they will make it through cleanly. Once again, Chris Nolan and JJ Hamilton locked together into the next set of corners, but they keep it nice and evenly. And Ollie Stevens looking for a move, and Ollie Stevens has taken JJ Hamilton with him. Not great scenes here once again for JJ Hamilton. And Ethan Johnson, though, is in 8th spot so far. He's actually into 7th now, but he's on the grass, so hopefully he doesn't rejoin dangerously. Everyone trying to get out of the way so he doesn't get collected. Fraser Clegg looking to try and make some moves, so he hasn't been able to just yet. Still in 10th spot. I think he was actually down in 12th on the restart. Now he's up into 9th, still battling it out with Brooke Wilson, trying to maybe make a switchback on him, but he can't get it done. And Ethan Johnson in the 7th spot. He's got George Miles on the rear, heading down into the second last corner, and Riley Skinner is your leader. Elijah Whitfield in the second. Fraser Clegg looking for a move down the inside of Brooke Wilson. Does he get the move done? Yes, he does. Chris Nolan maybe trying to follow through. Uses a lot of curve, but can't get the move done. Look at this, George Miles and Ethan Johnson coming together. And into the last corner, Fraser Clegg gets a double move there. After the little incidents, look at them all running wide in the last corner. George Miles is very wide. A lot of people are very wide. Hopefully they don't hit that pit wall. That was very close between all of them. Free wide down the main straight. Ethan Johnson, Ryan Taborski, but Ryan Taborski has that slipstream. It's free wide once again. Are we going to have any contact? Elijah's in the lead. Riley's going to look for an inside move back down to the T1 under the brakes. But we're watching this battle here. Ethan Johnson down the inside. Riley Skinner's actually spun for the first corner, I believe. Once again, Riley Skinner has spun round, and Ethan Johnson's going spearing off into the grass. So Ethan Johnson lighting up the rears. They continue. And Luca, I've just realised Luca's in the lead.
Wow.
Go Luca and Ethan Johnson cutting the track here. I have to watch anything if anything's going to
Oh,
happen here. If anything happens, it will be an instant disqualification. Hopefully he doesn't do anything bad. Heading back to the hairpin, and he spins in the hairpin. No, they actually all make it through cleanly. Ethan Johnson, just make sure you watch him here. Just in the case. But Luca Padovese is in the lead and Chase Tippett down the inside of Luke Nguyen gets the move done. Fraser Clegg in getting into that top 5 position soon. Look. Well, you probably should have cleared the slowdown. If you get a slowdown, you need to serve it. It happened with someone last round when they cut the track and got a 4-second slowdown. No, but I just can't clear black flags after a slowdown wasn't served. I know you went wide and, well, actually, no, you got spun into the first corner, gave you a 4-second slowdown, but it's just how the game portrays it with the slowdown. I'm not having a whole saga in black flag clearing, but it's the slowdown that gave you, and you probably should have served it. Even though it was a BS one, you just have to serve it. As we're going free wide, Luca. Actually, Elijah's got a big gap here, but Luca Chase and Luke Newings free wide into the hairpin as I accidentally brought that up again. They've actually all got through cleanly. Ryan Taborski looking for some moves. Brooke Wilson around the outside. Can he get the move done? Get a switchback maybe on Matt Hewitt. Does he get it done? Down the inner side. Oh, actually cut away, but yes, he does. At least the camera stays. But I'm just going to say, Elijah has a 1.5 second gap. Can Elijah be on for his first win? Fraser Clegg looking down the inside of Luca Padovese. Or should I say, Luca Joseph Thang, Padovese Robot. And
full name. That's how we do it.
And through the
Let's
last
go.
corner, Fraser Clegg
Let's go.
looking for a comeback. Can he get a podium in this? But Elijah, 9 laps to go. He needs to not have any pressure for it. He does have pressure. He's got a raging train behind him. But hopefully he can keep it to himself and not make any mistakes. Elijah on for a first win here. Oh, look at this free wide action. Very close. A little bit of contact on the braking. Oh, good save from Chase Tippett. Beautiful save, actually. That's good. Heading into the next couple of corners. Chase running really wide, right down the inside. Matt Hewitt was actually involved in there. He's lost a couple of positions out of that. But yeah, holy. Elijah Whitfield still has that lead, 1.2 second gap. But now it's Fraser Clegg in second. He's got past Luke Nguyen, and Luke Nguyen, I believe, will be working together. And look at that, Ryan Taborski's right down the inside of Luca Padovese. There's a spin at the hairpin. Chase Tippett trying to spin it back around a little bit dangerously there. Daniel Cox has made it through. Daniel Cox is in the top 10. Has there been any other incidents that have been involved? I don't think there is. They're just all trying to rejoin back onto the track. A bit of a damaged car there for Matt Hewitt. But Elijah, 9/10 now, so Fraser will be in that slipstream. So Elijah will need to be holding this lead. He wants this win. Fraser Clegg wants to try to go 2 for 2 once again. So through the last corners, Fraser Clegg gaining, Luke Nguyen gaining, Brooke Wilson's in this. Oh, look at Luca, very wide at the exit of the last corner. I don't know what Ryan said there on the radio. It sounded very gibberish. I think that was Ollie Stevens in the background running really wide. But down the main straight, he's got some company behind him. But Chase Tippett using Daniel Cox down the main straight. Will they get past into the first corner? Around the outside, Daniel Cox in 8th spot. Around the outside, Chase Tippett trying to follow through. Does he get the move done on Will Devnish? I don't think he does. Will Devnish will keep that position. A little bit of contact. I believe that was Matty Parker going up the rear of Ollie Stevens, but he keeps it going. A little bit of a wheelie action. And Fraser Clegg's to the lead. Elijah's lost it now, but Elijah can keep in the slipstream. Luke Nguyen going to try to go right around the outside of Elijah Whitfield. They battle too much. Fraser Clegg will get away, so hopefully they don't. Because I want to see a great last lap battle like we did with James and Fraser. But Luke Newing down the inside. Can he get the move done on Elijah? Yes, he can. It's Luke Newing's turn as Brooke Wilson follows him through. Elijah's losing many spots. Runs really wide for the first couple of S's. But Elijah going down from first to fourth. Brooke Wilson, gotta say, up 16 spots in this race, doing well, as well as Fraser up 9, Luke Newing up 9. But Luke Newing now looking for a win. Finally, a win is on the cards for Luke Newing. If I have a look, Luke Newing hasn't won a race yet this season. He's missed the first 2 rounds. He joined in the series, and now he's looking for a race win. Down the main straight, to the inside. Will Brooke Wilson follow through? Or will he stay behind Fraser Collect as he knows he's got pace? A little bit of bump drafting action. Can't get the move done. Here comes Ryan Taborski now down the inside of Elijah Whitfield. Can he get past on Brooke Wilson? No, he cannot. Look in the background. Ollie Stevens is making a triple move or double move down the inside. Daniel Cox really wide. Rejoins back onto the track. That might give him a slowdown. But I believe Ollie Stevens gets through on both of them. Ollie Stevens into A, up 6 spots. Beautiful stuff from Ollie. And Luke Newing holding that lead. Here comes Brooke Wilson. Will he look for an inside move? Or is it Fraser looking for an inside move on Luke Newing into the hairpin? Looking for an inside move. Can Luke Newing still hold it? Yes, he can. But Fraser is still there. But Luke Newing takes the lead. And look at this. The 2 FTA boys are back in it again. Luca and, Brooke Wilson losing the rear a little bit there. And Luca's down the inside of Ryan Taborski. Luca knows he has pace and he wants to be ahead of Ryan. And here comes Elijah. The back Luca's move up. Heading down into... Oh no. I have to quickly have a look. What has happened here? Oh no, down the inside, he's tagged Matt Witham, not Matty Parker. He's tagged him with him. Holy Skinner, bit aggressive there, going really deep into the hairpin. And look at this, it's a triple bump draft train. Don't want to make too much contact or they could be spearing into the wall. Ollie Stevens in 8th place still. He will be looking for some great moves soon because if they all battle here and crash maybe, he is on for some better results as Luke Newing is still with Fraser Clegg around the outside. Luke Newing trying to hold it. Brooke Wilson's in this battle too, up 16 spots in this race. Can he look for his first win? Heading down through the fast left-hander of turn 5. Into turn number 6, the hairpin. Fraser Clegg just sits behind. 6 laps to go. Ryan Taborski using the optimal line to try to go around the outside and get around. But he can't get it done on Brooke Wilson. Luca a little bit down. He's in 6th spot right now. Elijah still on for a podium maybe. It's going to be a hectic final lap. We could see many things going on. Riley Skinner, he's out of this race now. So he's going off the track and he's out of it. Heading down into the second last corner. Luke Newing still holding the lead through the last corner. And I believe Matty Parker has been tagged once again. And who was it by? I think it was by Ethan Johnson this time. Yes, it was. On the exit, gives him the bump, and he's looped it round. Matty Parker having a great one here. As I cut back to the lead, it's pretty wide down to the main, down the main straight into the first corner. Can Brooke Wilson go right around the outside? Fraser Clegg. He's gone off my screen. Where the hell is he? He's back. The net code looks to be fine, but now it's Ryan and Fraser in the lead. And look at this battle train, the top 6. Ollie Stevens, he's got a train behind him now. He's got Joseph Parkinson, he's caught up. Heading down into turn number 6. Defending Fraser Clegg. Ryan Taborski looking to the outside. Luke Newing looking to the outside. Brooke Wilson's down the inside. Oh, really? Using the curbs. He nearly spins a little bit of contact. Ryan goes wide. And Brooke Wilson's up in the second. A bit of dooring action. Luke Newing's back down the inside, but they can't be doing this because they need to catch Fraser Clegg because Fraser's actually pulling away now. But Luke Newing, he knows he has the pace. He can catch right back up using the toe, and they'll probably bump draft each other down the main straight to get back into those positions. Ollie Stevens battling it out now with Joseph Parkinson as Joseph goes through on him. And Chase Tippett is in the battle too. Devnish on the back of it too, looking for a top 10 finish. Coxey is down in 13th. He may be able to catch back into this battle train. Heading back to the front, Fraser Clegg with that 6/10 gap. But I reckon the bump draft is going to be mega down this main straight. As Fraser defends to the inside, but Brooke is going to be trying to bump draft Luke Newing, I reckon, down the main straight. Wait for the bumpers to lock. They have locked. And look at the gap diminish down the main straight as Fraser Clegg has lost that 7/10 gap. It's now down to a 1.5 gap. So now we're back into this battle straight away. Joseph Parkinson, though, has had a bit of... Oh, no, he's just getting freight train down the main straight. And Joseph Parkinson down into 11th now. Will Devnish into top 10 position there. Great job from Will Devnish, up 3 spots in this race for his first ever Legend Cars appearance. Going back to the leaders, Luke Newing. Right on the tail of this. He's going to the outside of Fraser Clegg. He might even get ahead of him down under the braking, but Brooke Wilson's going to follow Fraser through. He try maybe get past on Luke Newing. Luke Newing, it's like a carbon copy of last lap, but not too much rubbing and bumping there. And I believe Brooke Wilson now is through. But Luke Newing's right back down the inside, and Ryan Taborski spun round. He's out of this train battle now. James Brett goes through, but Ryan Taborski has spun it. I don't know how he spun it. He might have spun it on his own. We'll go back and look soon. And Luke Newing is now spun around and waiting to rejoin safely. As everyone's coming through, he's still waiting. And Will Devnish goes to the inside, and he's going now. But, oh my goodness. And now it's Luca, who's on for a podium spot again. I need to see what happened here. So Ryan Zaborski in the background spins. Does he get tagged by Brooke Wilson? Brooke Wilson, yes, loses the rear and hits into Luke. Luke spun round, and Ryan Zaborski's crash looked to be on the exit, maybe in the here. Did he spin on his own? Did he get tagged? No, he does. He tags the rear and spins it on his own. Back to the front. Brooke Wilson looking for a first win, but a penalty may be coming his way, maybe, after that little bit of a biffle. But Elijah and Luke are on for a third and fourth. James Brett is in 5th place. He's catching this train. He could be on for another podium. Ooh. Losing my breath here. Ollie Stevens defending from Chase Tibbett. Chase Tibbett going to the outside now into turn number 6. Can't get the move done. Fraser Clegg, though, in the lead still. Brooke Wilson is going to be looking to try gain onto Fraser Clegg. The toe still being utilised here in that 7/10 gap. The FTA boys maybe going to be trying to work together, but Brooke Wilson looking for a first win. Maybe even a first podium. Check the results for Brooke Wilson real quickly. Brooke Wilson never... Oh, actually, no, he did get a podium at USA, but this will be his second podium, but can he be on for the first win? It'll be close. Down the main straight. Can Wilson close anymore onto Fraser? 2 laps to go. Looking in the background, Ethan Johnson is in that top 7 position. But how the hell has he got there? Quickly have a look. If I see him cut the track, I think I know what I'm going to be doing. Okay, well. I think I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm sorry, Ethan Johnson, but you are gone after cutting that whole track. Ethan, I don't know what you were doing there, trying to cut the whole track. Fraser Clegg still got that. Oh, no, he doesn't actually. Thought he had the gap because Brooke Wilson blinked out a bit there. No, there was supposed to be some rain expected in this race, but looks like the rain didn't come. So now Brooke Wilson is getting onto the rear of Fraser Clegg, as the next lap will be the last lap. It will be Brooke Wilson's only chance to get a race win here, or maybe clinch another podium. Just depends on how he's going to approach this on Fraser Clegg. Fraser Clegg, a great racer, but Brooke Wilson is looking for another podium and a win maybe. Luca looking for his first podium in the background, out of the last corner, as we are going to start the final lap here at the bend. Down the main straight, can Brooke Wilson look for a move down to the T1 on Fraser Clegg? Fraser will definitely be defending, or maybe he'll be waiting for another opportunity. But Brooke Wilson's just going to sit behind and wait for another opportunity. Luca to the inside of his teammate Elijah. James Brett. Oh no, there's a spin in the background, and that's Ollie Stevens in the wall with Will Devnish, and Ollie Stevens. That front wheel is caved in. But Ollie Stevens not having a great one here. But back to the leaders, Fraser Clegg and Brooke Wilson. Down into the next set of corners, to the outside goes Brooke Wilson. Will he look for it right around the outside? Will Fraser push him wide? Can he get it done? Trying to hold it, using the grass maybe to his advantage, but he can't get it done. Where else can he get it done? Elijah and Luca looking for a podium here, but Luca looking for his first podium. But here comes Brooke Wilson. Where will he make the move on Fraser Clegg? He's going to get that slipstream. Brooke Wilson's just going to hold it to the outside. Can he get it done right around the outside? Probably not. Can he get a switchback, or will Fraser hold it up nicely? Brooke Wilson looking for a switchback. Here's the switchback. He's got the overlap maybe down into the last corner. Is he going to hold it on Fraser Clegg? Is Brooke Wilson going to back out of it? He might. Or can he get a slipstream down the main straight and take it off Fraser Clegg? But no, it's going to be Fraser Clegg 2 for 2. And looking in the background, Luca finally gets his first podium. Or will Elijah take it off him across the line? No, he won't. Luca finally gets a podium. He finally gets a podium. And you can hear him celebrating. he's celebrating real hard. He's happy with that one. Oh, here comes Sam Middleditch to clean him up. But Luca gets a podium. Let's go, Luca. And look at his car. Looks like a monster truck. You can just do anything. When you're ready, come to the commentator's box. You can crash. You can do all you want after the race. But that Luca got a podium.
Yeah, I was there. I was speaking the whole time again. Think it might be time for a 2024 City of Sydney's throwback. Bring out the French flag for the podium, and it might have to bring out the French national anthem as well. As we can see, some more safety. Is George safety rating farming again, or?
I don't know. But we'll quickly have a look at the results from that race.
And he's the first in. He's very keen.
Yes, but let me quickly get through these results before we get to interviews. So it's Fraser Clegg who wins here at the Bend. He goes 2 for 2. That's going to be 7 race wins in a row, extending that championship lead to a good margin. Brooke Wilson in second place with another podium. Luca Padaviz is already in the call. We'll get to him in a second, but that is his first podium, missing out with Ryan Taborski across the line, but he finally gets it in the feature. Elijah will finish in 4th. Sleepy Elijah finishes in 4th.
Sleepy Elijah.
And James Brett in 5th. Ryan Taborski 6th. Joseph Parkins 7th. Chase Tippin in 8th. Samuel Middleditch in 9th. Daniel Cox in 10th. And then it will be Luke Newing, William Devnish, JJ Hamilton, Ollie Stevens, Ryan Bunt, Matt Hewitt, Matty Parker, Riley Skinner going through the rest of the field. George Mars, Chris Nolan, Ethan Johnson, and then Ty Seville. But I'll just quickly open the Discord right now. So we've got 2 in here so far. We'll get Fraser Clegg in a second.
How good was that last lap battle for you boys?
Oh, it was good. It was very good to commentate. I thought you would have got him there. It was very close.
I thought about warming him, but I didn't. I stayed calm.
So let's start with third place finisher, first place podium finisher in the Legend Car E Series. It is Luca Padaviz. Luca, the only Frenchie on the grid and from New Caledonia. You provided us with some great commentating for me in the box to watch you racing. You had some really good racing out there. Tell us what went through your head during Heat 1, missing out on the podium just by a little bit on Ryan Taborski, but then finally getting that podium in the feature race.
Yeah, in Heat 1, just got taken out off the start. Then was there a caution? I think there was a caution. So I went back, worked together with Ryan. Ryan kind of parked the bus, but still got the podium in the end. And in the feature, fucking hell. Had an amazing start with Elisha, and then Fraser caught up because he's a sweat, and yeah.
Yep.
So happy.
Well, as Josh Cody was saying, we might need to bring out the French flag, as you did at that City of Sydney podium once for like 4th place. No. Yes. Well, Luca,
just like 2024 City of Sydney's, which he still drags. But
Okay. Okay. Well, good job, Luke. You're on the podium. I hope to see you for the next round. Let me check actually what the next
sorry,
round is.
I have
It
one
is.
question.
Can I
Sorry.
Actually,
thank somebody? Can I
Wait,
thank
wait,
some
wait, wait.
people,
Before you
please?
thank someone,
Yeah,
Josh,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
your
yeah.
question?
Yeah. Would you like to thank the Whitfield family and Summer and everyone who supported you?
I'd like to thank Elisha Whitfield, Michael Whitfield, Elena Whitfield, Ryan Whitfield,
Papa
Summer,
Whitfield,
Archie, Papa Whitfield,
Enrique Whitfield,
Barbecue Whitfield, Enrique
Barbecue
Whitfield,
Whitfield,
Okay, no more.
Devil Egg Whitfield.
No more Whitfields. No more Whitfields. But Elijah, not Elijah, Luca, great job on the
What
podium.
about
Hope to
Grandma
see you at
Whitfield?
Ostersleiben for the next round.
Yeah, thank you, Aiden.
Okay, we'll go with second place finisher now, Brooke Wilson. He got a podium at USA International Raceway in the not in the second race, in the first race, but we didn't have interviews there. He's in the commentators box now for an interview after getting second there. Great battle with Fraser Clegg. Brooke, I can't put my finger on. I don't know where you finished in the first race, but you had a bit of beef in that second race with a couple of people. But the second race, you pulled off a masterclass and you finished second place. Actually, yeah, you started from the back, 19th on the grid. Yes, so definitely something happened there in the heat one. But yeah, great job on second. How did you do it?
Yeah, no, my PC crashed in the first one, like in that safety car. So just packed it up and come from the back and got halfway after all that carnage at turn one. Got halfway and then jumped in behind Fraser and drove with Fraser to the front.
Yeah, Fraser showing exceptional pace in these legend cars once again, showing why he is the reigning champion and extending that championship lead. But great job on the second place. Hope to see you at Ostersleiben.
Thank you.
Now, first place finisher once again. Getting tired of saying his name. That's 7 race wins in a row. Fraser Clegg, you've done it once again, 2 for 2 here at the Ben. How did you bloody do it again?
Oh, it was good fun. As you'd expect, there was Toe Fest. Me and Riley worked well together in quali, and I managed to get enough of the slipstream to get pole. And then I knew, well, I didn't really need to get pole because of the nature of this track. You're going down turn one, you're going to get overtaken, which is what happened. Actually, no, it isn't what happened because James gave me a bump when I managed to hold it off in the sprint. And then, yeah, it was about being at the front, being smart. One by one, people behind me kept spinning, and by the end of the race, it was me and James. We had a little scrap on the last lap, which was fun, but I managed to hold him off for that win. And then, yeah, it was in the Fiji. Started 10th, was shitting myself down to turn one. Rightfully so, we were 5 wide, and then I got a huge hit in the side. Luckily, no damage, but I had to cut the track and dropped quite a long way down. And then safety car on the restart was a bit calmer, and then it was about working my way through the field, which I didn't want to see.
Oh.
Didn't do, and yeah, didn't want to see anything ridiculous, and yeah, was smart. Worked well with Brooke, and once a few people behind started spinning, it was just me and Brooke at the end, and I had the a slight pace advantage, but it was about using it, and yeah, luckily I managed to put my car on the apexes. Didn't cover the switchback at the second last corner and made the last corner a bit scarier than I wanted it to be, but yeah, it was a great battle, and happy to come away with 2 more wins because yeah, just extend the championship lead, get it out of reach.
Well, great job on 7 race wins in a row. Hope to see you at Ostersleiben. Good luck for there. But that is it for the round.
Yes, I'd like to shout out Ryan Whitfield.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan Whitfield.
Okay.
And some of the dog.
And some of the
And who?
dog. He said Summer.
Summer the dog. Summer the dog.
Okay. Well, everyone, thank you for joining us for round 6 of the TFH Higher Legend Car E Series. Next round, Ostersleiben is round 7, so we're closing out this championship soon. Still 2 more special events to happen here, but